Okay, so
It sound like that.
again, it seems to be a warning thing, making sure that whenever something is being recorded, that everybody knows it ahead of
I
time.
know, but the voice is like.
Yeah,
does
it's
it
not
even...
subtle. It does not try to be subtle in
I
any
want to hear
conceivable
that
way.
speak more, honestly. Is there like a filter I can catch? Speak like that.
I think Kriv thinks Craig has a sexy voice.
I
We
mean,
did a job well done last session, didn't we? We actually, all of us survived.
So,
yeah, it would have
as
been really embarrassing if we died like on a side mission. Fighting a space hippo.
so, as it is, the rest of that adventure, guarding Corliss Than is relatively uneventful. As it turns out, it was pretty much just that big assault on his manor that you had to worry about. And in fact, other meetings which he had planned for the day, he decided to cancel so that he could instead hide inside of his manor to avoid another fight. If there was one assassination attempt on him, there was a chance that there was another one coming. So he wanted to avoid that as much as he could.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the party is able to get fixed up, they're able to finish up the job, and they are able to go rest for the night.
Ooh, long rest.
Yay!
Nice. Already. Right then.
Samuel, was there something you wanted to do?
Out of curiosity, DM, how many days did you say it was going to be for my great axe? Was it 3?
I said that it was going to be probably finished by the end of the week, maybe by. So that would be.
I couldn't quite remember fully.
So that would
Sure,
be
7.
about the 24th, I believe, if it went for the full week. Considering work days, it'd probably be closer to the 22nd. So for context, when the party rests for the night, the next day it'll be December 19th.
Oh, I got caught tomorrow.
Yes, when you wake up in the morning, you realize, oh yes, trial tomorrow.
Woo-hoo!
You get to have a nice time with the magistrate.
We're going to
Yeah.
have like a trial session.
I mean,
We're all going to be character witnesses here.
I mean, to be fair, according to messages, most of the characters aren't required as witnesses, but can come if they would like to.
If you want to come watch
Okay.
Darman get told off, then by all means.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think Samuel is one who's really interested in courts.
Whenever
Fair
it
enough.
is, he probably did it.
I'll be surprised if Kriv's there.
Okay, what now?
Any plans today?
I don't know. Get drunk. Get drunk.
Should we investigate that whole purple sword horse guy?
Oh, I don't know. I think we discussed that we're gonna wait to to get more funds and do some more walk around the town before we handle that situation. He might be a bit out of our league at the moment.
Fine. So, want to get a bounty or something?
Y'all can do that. Samuel kind of like pulls out his little holy symbol. I've got some praying and talking with Lethendo I need to catch up on, if y'all don't mind.
Sure.
How long are you
As
going to be there, lad?
no, I'll stay here in the temple praying. As Samuel goes over to the to his and Apollo's little shrine and starts praying.
Hell, fuck.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's up for?
I'm leaving tonight's session super early.
Oh,
Y'all have a good night.
bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
What was
So, who's up for
that?
bounty hunting?
As it
Anyone?
is, if the party would like to, there is the option of attempting to pursue that bounty. There's also a quest that's opened up in the Sea Ward related to essentially a well being poisoned, if the party would like to pursue that.
Oh, which one pays more?
Well, based on the bounties which are currently available, one would theoretically pay 50 gold pieces on its own. Another would theoretically pay, or the job itself supposedly will pay, like, at least 100 gold for proper success, just on the basic level.
And then there's
Anywhere from 100 gold pieces to potentially 600.
and there's this Xanathar's
100. That's
this Merjo guy.
Yeah, that would also be That would also be a nice bounty to pursue.
500 gold, dead or alive.
Can I look at where the bounty is?
That would be in the LOW quest board.
Okay. So this well poisoning is in the dock.
And not
Sea
the dock
Ward.
ward. Sea Ward.
Huh. Is that near the dock ward?
Surprisingly, not really. So the dock ward is on the southern edges of the city, whereas the sea ward is, for whatever reason, on the northwestern side. Keep in mind that both the dock ward and the sea ward are closer to the sea than the rest of the city, like the ocean. So
Mhm.
that's the reason the regions of why the districts are named the way they are. But either way, if the party would like to pursue that, by all means. Alternatively, there is something else that's happening that is particularly related to Darmond, Valeria, and Kriv that, if not handled today, will probably be demanded to be handled some point tomorrow.
I can't do it tomorrow. I'm a wee bit busy, so perhaps we ought to deal with that today.
Yeah. What is it?
Javan Tarmakos wants to meet the three of you.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Well,
Can you do it near one of those quest spots so we can meet and then do it?
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
just thinking efficiency here, you know?
Let's meet for sandwiches in the Sea Ward.
And then unpoison the well or something, you know? We're burning daylight here, you know?
Hey, that's a good point. You could send a message back to him basically saying, hey, meet us in the Sea Ward, you pussy. We'll talk there if you're so determined to talk.
Let's just go see what he wants. God's sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, you coming along? I
Let's-
know he wants
Let's
to
do
speak to
the
three of us.
dock ward.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
bad barrack guy is only worth 50. He's probably not that hard.
You just want to go in and attack a bad barrack.
Yeah.
I did, where in
Totally
the
complete.
message did it say Javin
What?
wanted to meet us?
Javin was actually intending on meeting you in the House of Wonder within, well, somewhere around noon. Probably noon.
Well, let's just wait for him to get there, and then we go get the well sorted. Got all day.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You got your pants on fire or something?
Yeah. You're
Think he
just,
wants the gold.
yeah.
I always
Just a
want to
slacker.
go. You're not a slacker. Where were you yesterday when I was fighting? Fucking hell, a space hippo. No, hippo. No,
I
it's a
was
space
also.
hippo. No,
I
you were
was also
tripping over
fighting-
yourself, weren't you?
Well, I sent my monkey after him. That counts for saying.
There was a monkey there?
There was a monkey.
Are you guys blind?
Oh, I was busy fighting the bloody hippo.
I don't remember much of that fight at all.
No, lass, you were having a nap.
Maybe you
Fine.
shouldn't talk shit.
Which, by the way, Valeria, you are still suffering one level of exhaustion from the result of that fight, as a result of going down twice.
Okay.
Jeez. Okay.
So I was busy
Fine, I
fighting
guess.
Mr. Cornelius Bobbity Boobity Bobbity Bee.
Cornelius Water Snout. I didn't get the rest, but something the third.
Hippo knows something. I don't know.
I'll tell you what he is now. Dead.
Dead.
I'll mark that in my notes.
Hippo knows he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen a hippo
Anyways.
before? Because fucking that was weird. I tried
So the
What?
party is
stuff.
planning on waiting for Javin Tarmakos to arrive
Yeah.
for his meeting.
Yeah.
All right.
While we're waiting, Armin's just going to be going, is there just going around with the sword and just going, oh, you stupid sword, I'm a Bessie back. I miss Bessie. That is...
Yeah.
You'll get her back soon.
No, but I got
And
this,
she'll be stronger.
I know, but I got this fucking stick here. Jesus.
And you, from what I assume, kicked ass with it.
Yes, but it wasn't Bessie. Bessie... It's just like Bessie kicks a bit harder, if you know what I mean.
I can imagine. We just won't tell Bessie.
Oh, she'd be...
And there's a prepared look on Valeria's face. He's talking.
You get the
weapons.
feeling there's a bit of an emotional attachment to his axe that you can't quite understand. For a dwarf
Yeah.
and his axe, it's like it's the only woman that's never left him.
Ooh.
Emotional damage there, guys. Emotional
Just
damage.
doesn't care.
So, as it is, eventually you do see Javin Tarmakos, along with a small entourage of knights and paladins from his order, arrive on the scene at the House of Wonder.
It was Kriv. I'm innocent.
What? That
As,
doesn't even make sense this time.
as you see him coming up the steps towards the main hall, you see just behind him what at this point either appears to be his second in command or his personal bodyguard, the Aasimar Solaire.
Chat for that one, he tackles like a fucker.
As he walks up to greet the lot of you, he says, with a slight smile on his face, "Ah, good. I was hoping to meet the lot of you soon enough."
Aye?
Please, you have a private room where we could go into?
Yeah.
Sure. Wait. Left. Oh, right. Was it? Oh, Jesus! Where the bloody hell was that room again? Valeria, lass, just you lead the way, because I get lost in this godforsaken place.
Sure. And she'll lead them to a private room. Or as private as we can get.
Fair enough. The a particular room dedicated to privately worshipping Bahamut is private enough. Small area, few chairs, lots of candles littering the walls. It should be good enough. It would seem that he is going himself. He is taking Solaire with him, and is also bringing the three of you. As you enter the room, he immediately takes a seat in the first chair he sees, as Solaire sort of hangs over him.
Valeria will take a seat opposite.
Yeah, I'll prefer to. Yeah.
And just for the record, I'll say that Xanth is absolutely allowed to be a part of this, without a doubt.
Oh, okay. I had just typed that out when you said that.
Or not. Fair enough.
Yeah, but we're in the room you're praying in.
Well, that's the thing. They're using your private prayer room! What's worse is that, you went into it without Xanth's permission.
Like, hey,
Oops.
whatever.
We're all friends here.
Hey, Sam, you keep praying to Mr. Dragon guy. We're just gonna be a minute.
We'll try to be quiet.
Never quiet.
It's a try.
As he sits down and as the party is gathered before them, he says to Solaire, Solaire, if you would be so kind, would you be willing to put down a zone of truth for me?
Zone of what now?
As you wish, Mr. Tarmakos, by all means. As he puts out his hand, and a golden light begins to radiate across the room. As he turns towards the party, he says, all right, allow me to skip the pleasantries and get down to business.
Sir, same.
Did you, at any point in the last 72 hours, receive or otherwise find a golden ring with the mark of the Zentrim on it?
I don't think so.
Were you given a ring of any kind at any point by Lord Umbren or any of his minions, perhaps magical in nature?
No.
No, not that I recall. I saw a gold dragon. Account? He has a gold ring. Oh no, wait a minute. That's not.
He seems a bit confused by the response, but he goes on. Were you given anything that you were told would allow you to enter a hidden sanctum within the Kolat Towers?
No.
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 Not giving me much to work with here. You were there when Lord Umbren was arrested. From what I am
Yes.
told, he wanted to meet with you about something. Yes?
Aye.
Yes.
Would you be willing to tell me what it was about?
We have the right to remain silent here, right? Just asking.
Perhaps a substantial sum of gold will
Um,
make you more willing to talk.
He was talking about how he was going to get arrested and stuff.
Aye.
I somehow think that isn't all he talked about. Right?
Trying to.
Well, he wanted to give us some stuff to help him. So we got, didn't get given this gold ring you were on about, but, guess he's gone in for a makeover thanks to some metal he gave me. Can't wait to get her back.
I got a saddle.
Hey, she
Saddle.
can ride around all she wants now.
Why would you give? Why would you give him why would he give you a saddle?
Ride
To
a
keep
horse,
to
probably.
keep me on the horse. You know,
Very
I'm a
handy.
City.
I'm a bounty hunter. It's good to have
Riding
I suppose.
speed.
riding
Especially if
horses
you're.
is kind of what saddles are for.
Good point. Especially if it is that you are intending on going with Xanth on that mission into the Sunset Mountains.
Say who now? Who's in the
What?
sun?
The
Who's in
what?
the what mountains?
Oh, I see. So he hasn't told you.
Damn you
Fair
fucker,
enough.
you could have told us about this.
I'll let him explain it in due time. Until then, I have a few more things I wanted to say, if I would be so allowed.
Well,
Well, allow me to try and explain the stakes here. When it comes to that silver ring, or sorry, the golden ring, and see if that would make you more willing to remember certain parts of the encounter. Yesterday, our order searched his towers and discovered it to be mostly empty, which for a wizard's tower, especially two, that doesn't make a lot of sense. We scoured both towers completely and only found two things of any interest. The magic rune projecting that god's forsaken magic barrier around the towers, and his teleportation circle / gateway to that interdimensional sanctum he has. The rune was at the top level of the first tower, not very well hidden, as it was at the end of the first hallway on that floor, covered by a fake wall heading to a secret room. We heard that Lord Umbren could never find that rune, inconveniencing everyone who tried to enter, but it was fairly clear to see once we actually searched the whole tower where it actually was and that it wasn't that difficult to find after all. Myself personally, I'm not sure it was his predecessor Manchun that was stupid enough to hide the rune in what was essentially an empty hallway leading to nowhere. Regardless, the rune's gone now, destroyed. Laeral nearly got cut down by an imprisoned red Slaad in the process, but it is done. I mean,
So what does that have to do with the ring again?
it's a bit nasty.
you lost me at Rune Room Tower. I'm not too smart, buddy.
Basically, they had a problem. Basically, I suspect that he lied about that magic barrier around his towers being something he could never get rid of.
Well,
That wouldn't be odd if he did not try and tell us that he could not get rid of it. To put it simply, it's rather suspicious. Second was the teleportation circle. We've heard many tales from ex-Zentrum agents that the circle doubled as a gateway of sorts, allowing those that possessed a certain key to enter into a sort of interdimensional sanctum, like a demi-plane of sorts. When we searched the towers, we found a number of treasure chests containing approximately 20,000 GP in the void. 20,000 GP in gold, platinum, and magic items. While these accounts appear to be enough for the City Watch to accept as his contraband, I know that they were but a small fraction of his wealth and weapons, left behind almost like an offering, so that we would not come looking for the rest. It may be valuable to know that supposedly the key to entering the sanctum is a specially crafted ring. I heard that it was made of gold, but I could have been mistaken. After all, Lord Umbren was occasionally seen wearing a silver ring, one mysteriously absent during his arrest. You've seen
Yeah.
the silver ring yourself, haven't you?
Alright, that's a silver ring.
Yes.
Yeah, his... Hold on. Should we tell him this, guys?
Hey, well, he was wearing it when he tried fucking killing us.
What?
I mean, we think it was that he's being impersonated.
No, it wasn't that one. Oh, didn't you say?
We think he's being impersonated by a dwarf called Skimo,
No.
who has his silver ring.
Schemo.
Yeah,
Now, why would you think Schemo capable of successfully impersonating Lord Umbren?
what the fuck am I meant to know
Because
that?
I've personally seen him transform from looking like Umbren to himself.
And also, when we saw him at his shop, he was wearing a silver ring.
I see. That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't see what Schemo would have to gain from any of this.
His name's literally Skimo. He's scheming.
Yes, but scheming usually has a plan to it.
Seems, you said that ring can, open the giant treasure vault. That seems
Yes,
like
but if
pretty
he
good motivation.
had that ring, then why wouldn't he have used it by now? As
Maybe
it
he doesn't
is,
know
Well,
where it
maybe
is.
the other Lord Umbren, the one you've fucked in a fucking hole, was stopping him.
unlikely. As it stands, Schemo Weirdbottle, we think, had already gotten into those levels of the tower, the higher levels, snuck into them. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten... No, perhaps I've said too much.
Look.
Regardless, Solaire, what do you think of these possibilities? I mean, as it is, maybe the gnome is disguised as the other gnome, or maybe it's the gnome that's disguised as the other gnome.
That makes total sense.
I think the first one makes sense, but the second one, I think that's stretching. It's
But
reaching.
it could be possible. There's still like a 12.58% chance.
I don't think the gnome could be disguising as the gnome. Now, I do think
Gnome.
the gnome could be disguising as the gnome.
What if it's the gnome
know.
disguised as a gnome, disguising as another gnome?
Valeria at this point is just rubbing her temples.
What if it's all the gnomes are disguised as other gnomes? Or that just could be complete bullshit.
Continue.
Well, I did hear about, what was it? Vorsha Automel having these wild conspiracies about little people in tents trying to take over the Sword Coast. But
It's stupid. It's obviously lizard folk, but whatever.
Hey, I'm shut. I'm not trying to
gonna
take over the Sword Coast.
Valeria's gonna start focusing on Solaire, watching him
Anyways.
carefully.
So, my point was, with that in mind, and with the potential risk of that Lord Umbren clearly poses, and the suspicion around him, and of course the fact that he's currently, incarcerated for potential crimes against the city and its citizens, I wanted to make it clear what the stakes of this could be, this conflict. As it is, the fate of many thousands might rest on your own testimony, so I want you to tell me. First off, what were the items that he gave you? Clearly.
At this point, Xant stands up from his prayer and turns and looks him directly in the eyes and says, "This entire line of questioning seems inappropriate in this setting. What is your purpose for asking these questions, sir?"
My purpose is quite simple. I understand that it is not proper within the average temple, but the will of the gods must be done, even if it must be done in their own houses. The purpose, as it is, is simply because these three were the only ones who were there with Lord Umbren during the time of his arrest, just before it. He wanted to meet with them about something, and I don't know what it was.
It seems like it would be appropriate for there to be more people present at a meeting such as this, should there not? Why are you the only one asking these questions?
Yeah, can I get a lawyer?
What's a lawyer?
We saved one before, remember?
What do you mean that fancy one?
We
Yeah,
did?
Oh,
you were not in the game at that time, but yes, we did save the lawyer.
you seem like
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
of an ass.
He is a
Answer your
lawyer.
question. To answer your question, the Open Lord has put me in charge of investigating the situation regarding the drow, the explosion on December 8th, as well as all that connects to it. Considering the allegations that Lord Umbren was conspiring with the drow, I would say that this is very much within the purview of that investigation.
It just seems strange to me that there's so many different organizations in this city that, I guess, investigate these types of things. Law enforcement, you've got the city guard, you've got the black staff, and now you. Why are you involved? Why wouldn't they be performing this investigation?
The City Watch is currently struggling with minor issues across the city, as they normally do. Force Grey mostly has their hands tied guarding Lord Umbren, as it is. The other such guilds, such as the Order of the Gauntlet, are not currently in power in the city. The Harpers are doing their own task, which is also important to my investigation. And other such guilds are, well, the Emerald Conclave is off in the weeds somewhere outside of Waterdeep. I believe they've got some major foresight to find. And
Does Xanth
essentially,
know what spell
well,
was cast earlier?
that should what
Didn't they say
oh
it's Zone of Truth?
yes, they did say it
Okay.
was Zone of Truth.
Well, you cast a zone of truth earlier. Were we lying in any of the questions that you've asked?
No.
Very good then. So you know that we
No,
don't have the
there were
gold
no
ring, and
lies
you
up
know
to
that
this
we
point.
haven't colluded with Lord Umbren in any way. So I think this, whatever this is come to an end.
As you wish. If you feel this investigation is inappropriate, then by all means, I shall leave. But know this. Every second that we delay, more innocents may die.
Well, we don't know about a gold ring at all, Cap, so sorry.
Then be on the lookout. As it is, of the Doom Raiders, only 2 are still accounted for. That would be Istrid Horn and Schemo Weirbottle. The others have gone completely silent. They've disappeared. Well, aside from Davil, who we know is dead.
Maybe that's why they've got disappeared, because one of them has been fucking murdered. Do you not think of it like that?
Perhaps, though, the murderer has been incarcerated.
I mean, that's... Jesus. This fucking city, man. Jesus. Can't keep my head from spinning.
No, either way.
I need a drink.
I will not continue the investigation. As it is, clearly, we will not get further here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I may end up seeing you tomorrow, because I got court, so... Toodles.
Yes, good luck on this grievous situation. And when she says the word grievous, she's looking at Solaire, trying to engage to see if there's a reaction.
You notice that he seems a bit I want to say a bit confused, if a bit really confused is the best way to put it. A bit confused by your staring, though he puts on a very nice smile either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we see the ring, we'll give you a holler.
Quick question,
Understood.
DM. So,
Yep.
what race is Solaris? It's Asimar.
Asimar. They're golden fellows.
Okay.
Also, have we ever met this character
Yeah,
before? Because I
we
really
have
don't.
in the tavern. Rugby tackled the murderer.
Okay.
Either way, with that, and believing that he can't really get more information without causing more trouble than it's worth, Javin Tarmakos gets up out of his chair and heads out.
Zant would follow him out and make sure he leaves the temple.
Fair enough. As he does go ahead and leave the temple, you do see him being waved out by the hundreds of Neverwinter guards guarding said temple.
Yep.
That was
So,
As-
Xanth,
As
what
before he
oh.
leaves, just before he leaves, he turns to you, Xanth, and says, I apologize if some of my actions have been, if you may have been seeing them as a bit sacrilegious.
Xanth will nod his head just slightly.
May the mercy of Helm be upon you. For his wisdom is infinite.
Just stand silently.
And with that, he turns and he leaves. Solaire following, as well as the entourage of paladins.
Xanth turns to the group.
So, Xanth, what was that quest?
No, I was just going to say, Xanth
Oh.
turns to the group knowing that you guys probably have some questions now.
what the fuck is the Sunset Mountains?
Okay, out of character. I'm gonna post what I'm about to say in the chat so that you can read it as I'm saying it because it's a little long-winded. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, shit.
Xanth kind of takes a deep breath. You can tell he's about to have a little bit of a monologue. I know we have all come together for different reasons and with different motivations. Some of you are here to strengthen your order, and he would nod to Apollo and Samuel if they were here. Some of you to settle debts, he nods at Darmond, and others among you are more personal reasons. He looks at the
Fucking bits.
Please let me finish, my friend. As many of you may know, I came to Waterdeep with my order at the request of Lord Aranax. Our mission was to assist Aranax with the preservation of metallic dragons by locating and protecting certain wormlings in the area. Unfortunately, my order met with tragedy on the road, and only I remain. You can tell he gets a little emotional when he says that. Nevertheless, I am bound by honor and blood to this cause. I attended a meeting tonight that has presented an opportunity last night. There was some confusion between me and Noah about when this happened. I attended a meeting last night that has presented an opportunity that is too important for me to ignore. A number of red, black, and silver wormlings were spotted by Neverwinter soldiers in the Sunset Mountains. They appear to be in the custody of kobolds, and when he says kobolds, you can tell there's a glimmer in his eye. They're looting the old temple to Tiamat. Duty compels me to act on this information. I can't possibly succeed alone. I need your help. I ask this not for myself, but for the preservation of a species that has been nearly wiped out by the war with the Mad Dragon. There has been a generous offer of compensation made available to those of us who are willing to undertake this quest from Lord Arnax himself in the amount of 500 gold each. The Open Lord Neverember has also offered each of us an armor upgrade to use temporarily while we are away. It is my hope that I can count on each and every one of you to accompany me on this quest. Our transportation to the Sunset Mountains is arranged for tomorrow afternoon. So I hope that you can take this time to think, and I hope I can count on your support.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, yeah. As you know, I care deeply about the environment and nature and stuff. I'll gladly take your $500 to do this.
Uh, 500 reasons why you care about nature, eh, Griff?
And
Yeah.
Darmond, when I said
It's good for the
when I
environment
said
or
settle
something.
debts, I was just referring to the debt you had with Lord Arnax and him getting you out of your situation. I know that was the original reason why you came to be in our little group.
Oh no, fair, that's fair. And not to poke fun at the Open Lord guy, but armor upgrades. I don't wear fucking armor.
Hmm.
Sam,
So-
I'm chewing.
Okay.
Just for context, he was actually going. So, for context, the thought process that he presented was that he would provide plate armor for Xanth, Kriv, and Apollo, half plate for Samuel, potentially Valeria, and potentially Darmond. The alternative being studded leather armor for Valeria if that was what she preferred.
Does the plate armor slow my movement?
No more than the regular chainmail does.
But they're all.
Okay, I'll take it.
It just gives you disadvantage on
So does chainmail.
stealth
stealth
checks.
checks.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I
Those are
never really
supposed to
make
be
those anyway.
temporary, by the way,
Just
just so
gonna
you
have a
guys
little-
know, out of character. Like, we have to give them back when we come back,
Yeah,
supposedly.
Okay.
Well, more specifically, either returned or paid for. So unless there's a way to cough up enough money for like several suits of plate armor, like thousands of GP, yeah, the order, and this is specifically coming out of the Order of the Gilded Eye, their armor suits, not Waterdeep's or Neverwinter's.
Mm-hmm.
It was through a bit of haggling with Javin Tarmakos that this was made a possibility.
Xanth says,
I mean,
I was a little less than cordial with Lord Tarmakos. His timing was not the best, and I don't know. It felt very out of place for him to be asking these questions in such a place. And besides that, I heard nothing about him being asked to perform this investigation when we were at this meeting. Would it seem like it would have been a good time for the Open Lord to announce that? So I'm not sure I fully trust that man.
well,
He didn't want you to be warned, or to warn us, probably. But then again, I don't trust most of those fucks. No offense.
I don't think he's got. I don't know whether he was trying to fish about this fucking gold ring or whether he was trying to fish some sort of lead to something else. You know, these fucking slippery fucks can be a bit. You know. Aye,
Slippery?
that'd be the word.
And it's fair to say that every interaction they have with
So he might have
us,
been fish.
every interaction
Oh,
they
no.
have with us is an attempt to manipulate us in some way or another.
And I'm getting real fucking tired of it.
So at least with this,
There is actually one thing.
What are you talking about, man? I love being manipulated.
least
It's
with
my
this-
favorite thing.
I am asking you to
Fucking
hear me
gold.
on. The mission is clear. It has nothing to do with politics or any of these squabbling schemers. It's strictly to save the lives of dragonkind.
What were you going to say, DM? Sorry.
Going to say that when it comes down to it, the time that this is mentioned to happen is in like you're expected to leave the afternoon of December 20th, so later the day of Darman's trial.
Well, I got an eventful day tomorrow, haven't I? Trial in the morning.
Like Darman is tried
You
in the
better
morning,
get found innocent.
Sorry, DM, you guys say?
but no, he's tried in the morning and sentenced to the Temple of Tiamat in the afternoon.
It's a good day for me.
I mean, unless you get convicted, in which case you'll go to jail.
Convicted for what?
I don't know. What's your trial
Who knows? I
about?
can't remember. I can't even remember yesterday, let alone what I fucking done. I'm probably gonna get a slapped wrist,
Fair.
be told off, and say don't.
Oh, actually, Darman. Actually, no. When Xanth was talking about your debts, he was talking about the 500 gold pieces you owe me.
You can
That's
go
what he
get
meant.
fucked.
You better cough it
If you
up.
want 500 gold, try come taking it from me. Oh, and I dare you.
For the record, if the party wants to, they also have the option to investigate other people, talk with other people, or, try and investigate things that are interesting to them within this time frame.
I mean,
Hmm.
So, for example, if there are certain side characters they want to try and figure out more what their goals are, or,
do we? I don't know what the. So many things going on. My head's spinning. I could do with getting out of town for a while. Up to those mountains sounds like a nice getaway.
Yeah.
Though I understand your noble cause, and I will help you, Xanth, as you've helped in a lot. Plus, I need to get stronger to deal with that bastard.
Aye.
So,
Yeah, the environment. That's like one of my top 10 favorite things, you know. You know me, Kriv, the
Well, I
environment
definitely
guy.
appreciate the support.
yes, I hear you're quite friends with
I,
Smokey the Bear.
Xanth was
Sorry.
just going to say I
What?
do appreciate
Who's that?
your support. And I just knew that I could count on you. It's like, just give me some money.
You know.
So.
I won't be taking the armor upgrade, though. Personal taste and all.
It
Appreciate
might just give me a bit more protection, but fuck it. I like to move. Us, the
Same.
wind can blow out a bit of, musk from the old pits. If I'm in the armor, it doesn't really do it.
Fair enough.
Well, wanna get that bounty then? In the meantime?
Which one?
Oh no, the bad barrack guy, he has only 50 gold pieces, which soon won't be that much to us, but like...
There was the Bad Barrack bounty, the bounty for a right hand of Xanathar, as well as a quest related to the poisoning of wells, and you've started to hear that rumors of guards apparently going missing around that area.
Say we do this quest, a little look-see, see what,
How much is it?
Jesus.
Again, it's made a bit more specific. As in, supposedly, you know what? If you're thinking about pursuing it, I'll go ahead and just give you the details of the job, and you can decide whether or not you want to actually go for it.
Okay.
So, starting on December 15th, some people have been getting sick in the Sea Ward, the deadly sort of sick. Investigation by the Watch has concluded that the water from one of the city's wells had been poisoned during the night. For the record, the wells had actually been cured of that poison since then, But that isn't the major problem. The 3 city watch guards who were supposed to guard the well at the time it was suspected of being poisoned have been reported missing. However, the morning the first poisonings were reported, a small amount of human blood was found next to a grate heading into the sewers. Poisoning a well is an offense punishable by death, and as such you are permitted to do as you must. Head into the sewers, find the bodies of the guards, and with luck, you will also find the perpetrator. 100 GP for finding the bodies, an additional 100 GP for every guard you manage to get back alive, assuming that that's even possible, and another 200 gold pieces if you manage to grab and catch whoever poisoned the well.
That's good.
Added to the normal 25 GP paycheck per person you're getting each day. Yeah, that could be a pretty decent pay today, depending on what happens.
Maybe we could get some of that poison too. You know, for non
For scientific
totally
purposes,
morally
of course you
upstanding
know.
purposes, right?
You're so full of shit. Man.
Yeah. Science.
Say
I
it
love science. It's also in my top 10 favorite things.
Yes.
Does it seem a bit suspicious that someone's poisoning water and then going into the sewers, like a certain someone?
Maybe, but
Oh,
it just
I
doesn't
get it.
seem like his
I know.
MO.
You think it's my
Oh,
bird?
shut up, Cliff. Jesus.
The bird is gone rogue. And for the record, yeah, part of the trouble you run in with the City Watch investigating it is that a couple went down there. They didn't find anything of note, and they've been struggling to get a team together that's big enough to go down.
They say what kind of
remembers
poison
that-
it was.
Xanth remembers that
They
Lord
weren't able to
Umbren
tell.
said that the Order of the Gilded Eye is the true source of what's happening in Waterdeep. And then the next thing you know, the leader of the Gilded Eye is trying to prove that Lord Umbren is, in fact, everything that he is on trial for. So it just seemed a little suspicious, even to Xanth and his 9 intelligence.
I mean, that does seem pretty fucking suspicious, doesn't it?
I mean, also, to be fair, what politician hasn't committed that stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the irony is that he's technically not a politician.
He
He's a
isn't?
paladin. He's a paladin.
No, he's
Isn't he,
in
like,
charge
in
of
charge
the Order of the Gilded Eye.
city? I don't
Degalt
know.
Neverember is in charge of the city.
Well, he's not in charge of it, but
No,
he's like
he's not
a
a
member
Master
of like the council or something.
Javan Tarmakos isn't actually a member of
Umbren
the
is,
council.
yeah.
No,
He's-
I meant Umbren.
Oh, Umbren. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord Umbren is, or was, a member of the Masked Lords of Waterdeep, and he was supposed to be in charge of the city, but for whatever reason wasn't.
I'm just saying, what politician hasn't done this sort of stuff, you know?
Did they say what kind of poison it was?
So, to answer your question, from what they were able to gather, a whole lot of concentrated rat shit. It was not. It was not a delicate job.
I don't
It
think
was a
that...
very crude job.
Is that even poisonous?
Do you want to
shit?
try and eat one?
Concentrated into the well of water, drinking shit water for days on end.
I mean, it's bad for you, but like,
With
you'll get like...
rat
you'll get, like-
diseases.
Yeah, diseases.
Oh, if they have the rat diseases, then yeah. It's
But
not
that's
not
definitely not the bladed vipers MO.
it's not poisoned so much as it's just horribly infected, you know?
I would say
There's a
that
difference.
filling a well with not just rat shit, concentrated rat shit is pretty much poisoning the well. Like that is poisoning the well.
I mean, I don't know.
Anyways.
I feel like their lawyer might have a case for just, turning this into charges into just putting a ton of shit in the well, you know? I
Well,
don't think that's as bad a crime.
we're not getting paid for whether or not the dude
You're
gets
not
off.
getting paid for detailing the crime, only for making sure they do the time.
Exactly.
Oh no, I've been thinking about getting a degree in
You gotta
law.
be smart. You gotta be
But
smart for
that's a
that one.
joke. That wouldn't work.
Well, you met a guy who theoretically could help teach you.
Anyway, okay, let's just go.
Xanth
So,
has one request.
You make it to
He would like
the
to make a pit stop by
well?
the Blackstaff on their way.
Blackstaff
He's
Tower.
looking
Absolutely.
for Raynar specifically.
So
Said he's looking for Raynar specifically.
you are. Say again. Oh, Raynor. Well, you're in luck. As it is, he was visiting Blackstaff Tower. Apparently, he wanted to, have a talk with Lord Umbren, try to interrogate him a bit more. And is in a cell.
Everybody's
and people
interested in
won't
Lord
stop.
Umbren. He's like the man of the hour.
Anyways. Which, to be fair, is, you can tell, not what he wanted. At the very least, he didn't want attention on him while he was in a cell.
So,
Either way.
you know the reason why I'm here. You know why Xanth is here.
So, yes, he meets you on the way out of Blackstaff Tower, as he says, hello, Paladin. As it is, I've already investigated, tried to speak with Lord Umbren about the case, as well as tried to compile the evidence
Seems
as
if
he
everyone is
understands it.
investigating Lord Umbren right now. We just had a conversation with Lord Tarmakos.
Well,
Yes.
oh, really?
No, he thought
Bastard.
the temple
I'd imagine
of
that he wasn't
Bahamut
exactly
was the
subtle
place
about
to
it
have the
either.
conversation. I made it clear
father's
that
dog.
was not the case. At any rate, I am here on different business. And he reaches out his hand with the emerald.
Oh.
I was told to give this to you.
As he sees it, you see him kind of pause for a moment in complete shock.
Well, do you want to know the truth, or do you want to know
Where
what
did
I
you
was
get
told
this?
to tell you?
I'm back.
The truth is, your father gave it to me to give to you.
I would rather know the truth.
He asked me to tell you that it was found in a caravan somewhere, which to me didn't even seem like a possibility. But yes, I do not find deceit to be tasteful. So I'd rather just tell you the truth, and you can do with it what you will.
They have the time to do all this shit.
As he takes the amulet, the necklace, and he looks at it for a moment, you start to see tears forming in his eyes. Why? Why would he?
Yes, he said as such.
This was my mother's amulet.
Rainer, I find it hard to understand many of motivation in the city with all of the politics and the backstabbing, but I will say this. This felt like an action of a father trying to reconnect with his son. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, but that one was very difficult to hear.
He just said he finds it finds the motivations and things that people are doing to be very confusing in this city, but this simply felt like a father trying to reconnect with his son.
I see. I see. And you said that he wanted
Yes, he
you
felt
to
as if,
give a different
because I
story.
didn't
Say that it did not
understand
come from him.
the subterfuge either, and he said that he didn't think that you would believe it.
Somewhat difficult to believe, but coming from your mouth, I am inclined to trust it.
I can't speak to anything else. I just wanted to do what I was asked to do, and
Thank you.
I hope that whatever this is ends well for you both.
I understand. Truly I do. I thank you very much for this. I am in your debt. If you need anything, or you need me to help with something at all,
There is no debt owed,
any
but I
sort of
appreciate
favor,
the sentiment.
just
And he
ask
kind
for
of
it.
nods and goes on about his business with the rest of these guys.
Okay. Guess we go to the wells then.
Why?
Fair enough. As you arrive at the well, you see what looks to be a well-armored man
A
in
well-armored man.
not a paladin, strangely enough. Seems to be more of a, more of a guard, just a bit more well-armed than the average guard.
Armed.
As he greets you somewhat exhaustedly at the well, he says, "Ah, good. Adventurers. Sorry for the trouble. As it is, haven't been able to put together a team fast enough, especially with that nonsense happening with the drow. Sergeant Cromley, at your service."
Oh, sorry.
Hello. So, any idea
Yeah,
where?
rat shit in the wells. Managed to get it cured. Blood in grate. I'll lead you to it. The grate that we managed to find that we suspect they went down or were pulled down.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
If you
It's a
require
fun
assistance,
thought.
I can send a couple of guards along with you.
Yeah. I think that might be helpful.
Fair enough. Just give me a few minutes and I'll have them here right away.
Do we have any information on who did this?
As it is, we haven't been able to get anything. A couple of lone wolf guards decided to go down into the sewers themselves before we could put out a proper investigation. We haven't heard from them either.
How many
About,
people were involved?
well, there were 3 guards that went missing the initial incident, and an additional 2 guards that disappeared afterwards.
So 5 missing people total then.
5 missing total people.
We don't know how
total.
many people put rat shit in the well.
No, that's
Or how many rat shit in the well, alternatively.
the most we've been able to find is that whatever it had very, very... Actually, so here's the thing that confuses the hell out of me about it.
Mm-hmm.
No footprints whatsoever. No footprints at all. It's more like whatever it was kind of slid from the crate to the well. Except that's not right. It just looks like a slide. It's like there's a whole bunch of tiny footprints and a couple of really, really large footprints.
That... Trying to think.
Not good, either way.
Anything you guys can think of that's
What
like that?
little? Little footprints and then big footprints? Or slit?
Maybe something that can change its shape.
No. Very, very large footprints alongside essentially a horde of tiny
Wait a minute.
footprints.
You don't think it could be fucking goblins again, could you?
If you're talking about that incident back at the manor, I doubt it. Goblins wouldn't be able to hide that well. I mean, they're crafty and cunning, but their feet aren't that tiny. Not that tiny. I mean, like... Now, hear me out here. Hear me out. I personally think those tiny footprints... hordes of rats. Yeah. Hordes of rats.
I encountered a person one time who could control rats, like, telepathically. I think it might be something like this.
That's a possibility.
Tell her what you gonna... Tell her what you
What?
gonna call it?
A what?
Perfectly. You're talking about... Anyways. I think that's a good possibility. Might be worth looking into it.
So did the big footprints, like, did they look humanoid or?
They look like something... Well, it's difficult to describe.
Giant rats?
No, well... They looked more bizarre. Like the size of an ogre's footprints, but not physically right. I'm not a ranger. I don't
Really
know
giant.
what those things looks like.
Rats.
Maybe, but if they are, they're extremely deformed, fucked up looking
Maybe.
rats.
Look at Griff there, he's a
I
bit
mean, maybe.
sucked up. Isn't that right, Griff? Never mind.
What?
Maybe they're both. No, I don't think it's gonna go. I don't think it's one of those GIF. At least the one GIF we got had these
Well-
really rounded footprints.
Well, he doesn't anymore.
So we should try investigating then. Into the sewers.
After
Alright.
you?
Yeah, can we get some guards?
Oh,
too?
you
Oh.
scared there, Griff? Are you afraid of the big bad sewers?
No, I've already... Yeah?
So, a couple of minutes pass, and guards are summoned from the depths of the city guard or the city watch to come along and help. Not a full team, but the team that has been assigned to the well to guard it is staying back. The new one, as well as two more who are sent along with you to go into the sewers and hunt down whatever this is. As you get to the sewer grate, well, you can see that the square metal grate is filled with holes, allowing the light of the day to seep into the damp underground, and in turn allows the smell of the sewers to waft up, polluting the noses of all nearby with a foul odor. As one of the guards says, "Ah, piss! I really didn't want to go back down in there."
Don't worry, boy. It'll be fine. Just grub afterwards.
Yeah.
Assuming that you use a rope to climb down, although you could choose to do something else.
Let's jump down and break your legs.
Just break your legs. Break your legs.
Nah, rope.
Only
Hilarious.
sane solution.
Valeria will take a rope.
Yeah.
Rope.
So, climbing down with the rope, only the long tube of stone making up the walls and the shape of a flowing river are noticeable. The sewer is dark. Too dark for colors, too dark for dragonborn or humans to see in it at all.
Like what they're doing with the place down here.
Hmm.
We get a torch down here. Actually, hang on. Give me a sec.
I have a
I have
torch.
my eyes.
Yeah.
My eyes too.
Take out my torch, I guess.
Fair enough. Oh, just for the record, even if you have dark vision, darkness is still counted as dim light, which means the lack of colors, and you have disadvantage on perception checks and attack rolls. So our dark vision isn't just anti-darkness. Anyways, illuminated, the sewers now show its true form. Stone wasting away with cracks in it, green, muddy water flows through the sewers with only 3 feet separating the water from the walkways on the side. A few rats are visible on those walkways, if for just a moment. They scurry off, aside from one that just sort of stands there, sniffing a rock stained by the water.
Yep. I think I know who this is, or what this is at
Care
least.
to enlighten us?
Or I did.
What?
It's Rat King. Rat. It's a guy, or something, but he controls rats, Something I've encountered, multiple times, actually. Surprising how many of them there are.
Well, if it's a rat king, that wouldn't really explain the big-ass footprints.
I have big rats sometimes.
Oh,
Although, I guess it could be something else.
guess it could be a
There's
big-ass
only
rat.
one way to find out.
They got like 3 toes.
I mean, if it gets, chomped off or something.
So maybe we're dealing with a deformed giant rat.
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know what. So, as the party continues through the sewers, entering through the water walkways, make a perception check.
Okay.
6.
6.
17! Yes!
17.
Ooh.
9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
21. Okay, so Xanth, pretty early on as the party is walking through the walkways of the sewers, you're able to hear a strange upbeat sound, almost like bagpipes.
That's a very strange thing for it to sound like. Do you guys hear this?
For the record, at this point, it's just Xanth that hears
Xanth would
this.
share it with
It's
the
a
party.
very faint sound.
We rolled a
Is there some-
17! Come on.
Like you're early on in it. Fair enough. Sounds like bagpipes for some reasons.
What?
I mean, it's
Bagpipes? What?
Yep.
Who's playing bagpipes in the sewers?
So
Better
we have
question, who's
music.
playing bagpipes?
No, you take that back, you fucker.
They do actually. To be fair, they actually do sound horrible in this case.
You just
Like
you just
they sound
insulted
like
Darman's
it sounds
entire
like terrible
identity.
bagpipes
He's like,
playing.
You take that back.
It's like Darmond. This is probably the worst sounding playing of bagpipes you have ever heard in your life.
My school plays bagpipes every
Alright, so
Friday. They sound pretty bad.
Xanth starts moving forward.
Jesus, that
Xanth starts
Anyways.
moving towards the
massacre
sound.
in that fucking tune. I'm gonna fucking kill him just for murdering that song.
I think that's how you're supposed to play them.
Oh no, lad.
So, as you're going about it, as you're moving closer, the sound becomes louder and louder. the sound reaching higher pitches and more aggressive tones.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You
Heck,
continue on
I
your
would have
way.
punched him.
Bunch of rats sitting
How
around
dare
eating
it,
haggis.
Scottish rats.
What's wrong with Scottish
Horse
things,
wine.
boy?
No wonder their shit is so bad.
I feel like you guys are stereotyping. I get the feeling you lot are stereotyping. I'll have you know, fucking good food.
Never had one. I can't really
Back to you,
judge,
shut
you
up.
know?
Wait, the rats?
No, we're talking about haggis.
Really, haggis is actually really nice.
I don't think rats would taste very good somehow.
Well, probably not raw.
Maybe if you
It's-
cook them just right, and they're all crispy and juicy, you know?
So, anyways, okay. Oh yeah, no hope there. You do notice that as you get closer and closer to the noise, you see a number of rats begin popping out of the sewers. Kind of just watching the party.
Oh,
I
take me
don't
to your
like
leader.
this at all.
The guards don't seem to like this at all either. Although, Darmond, you see a number of rats respond to your comment and begin rushing
Well, I
towards you.
guess that worked.
As
Oh.
a swarm of rats basically runs up to you, Darmond, run under your feet, and begins, tugging at
Okay,
your
here we
boots.
go. See, you just ask someone something and it works. Maybe start leading, let them lead the way.
As the rat hordes move close, or the rat hordes begin to surround the party, you notice about maybe 4 or 5 of them total.
4 or 5 rats total?
Rat swarms.
Okay.
Closer
Yeah,
to
that's
around
very
100
good.
rats.
I'll hold my torch to them to get them to go away, so that they don't get too close to me. If any
You
of you
notice
guys,
a few of the rats at you, pointing the torch towards them, begin to climb onto your leg.
oh shit, I'll try and kick them off. And,
Don't be so mean.
Are you?
shit, we're going to get rabies here.
You're going to kick them off?
No, let me think. I have my shield still. I'll bump him off with my shield. Yeah,
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Is this going to be an attack or an athletics check to try to just sort of push him off?
athletics.
Okay.
18.
18.
Come
Contested.
on, that has to work. Come on.
They roll a natural 1. They kind of just fall off at the slightest pressure.
Okay.
Fall off the leg is entirely. Clearly taking this as a sign of a non-threat, they instead continue to lead you through. Though for whatever reason, they spot the guards pretty consistently. They seem to be staring daggers at the guards. You don't know why.
I really don't want to die
Wait a
rabies down
minute.
here.
Wait a minute. Could I have 10 minutes, guys? I may have a little trick up my sleeve.
Yeah, what is it? Open to
I'm
suggestions
gonna-
here.
You'll see Darmond kind of just go over and he's just... You see this is the first time he's ever done it, so he's a bit unsure, but I'm going to ritually cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why can you cast speak with animals?
Because of
Yeah.
Totem of the Bear.
And
Totem
after
Barbarian.
10 minutes, I'm just gonna find one of the rats that was like tugging at my boots, and we'll be like, "Hey there, little fella, how you doing?"
You are
I know,
slow.
I'm
Very
sorry.
slow.
What
Very,
seems to be the
very
problem here?
slow. The feeder wants to see you. The feeder wishes
Okay,
to see
let's
you
go.
now.
Everyone, we're going to see the feeder. I don't know who he is, but what's your name, chap? Okay,
I'm a rat.
rat's gonna lead us all the way to the feeder. I'm Darmond.
Give me food now.
Let's
You're
go,
wasting
everyone.
time.
Come on. I'll let him lead the way, and I'll just wave everyone with me. And I'll just
Seems wise.
Going
Seems
to
really
a guy
wise.
called the Feeder in a swarm of rats. You do realize how dumb this is, right? We're going to get eaten. We're definitely going to get eaten.
Moaning is all you done all morning.
Xanthal, go
I'll let the
on.
rat lead the way, and I'll follow him.
As the rats lead the way towards what look. Yep. All right then. Valeria.
I'm gonna take up the rear, getting ready to draw my bow.
Understood. Rats. Some rats
Draw
also
little
take up the
bows.
rear.
Is there
God.
is is there light still?
There is still light from the torch is
My
probably
turn.
dimming, but
Okay.
just pull out another one.
Yeah, I think I might. I just want to make sure that it's bright. You can use like. How effective is a torch as a weapon? Just wondering.
One fire damage, but it also sets things on fire. So,
Anything else on fire is good. But I'll just make sure that I'm ready to pull out my short sword if I need to.
fair enough. As you
And
walk
also,
into,
I'll try and get into a place where there won't be rats like behind me.
you're led into what looks like a sort of storage room within the sewer system. Crates line the walls, along with what looks to be barrels. Strangely enough, what looks to be almost like a throne or a chair has been made out of crates near the center of the room. The whole area is dusty and worn down, and there's just no light here whatsoever.
Do we
You don't
see the source of the
see
music?
any of the guards yet, so that's a problematic sign.
Do we see someone holding
Strangely,
bagpipes?
as you come into the room, the sound goes silent. There doesn't appear to be other rooms. There doesn't appear to be someone holding bagpipes in this room either.
Hmm.
As instead, Zan and actually Darman specifically, you hear a voice, yet you can't pin the location. Oh, what are you doing here? Talking to my rats. Talking to my
We're here to
friends.
find some guards who got lost. You know, they go wandering, they get lost. Then, well, some, and
Yeah, they
some
definitely
poisoned the
are
well,
dead.
which wasn't very nice. So we're just trying to clear up the situation, stop anything else bad happening. I don't know where you are, so
Oh,
who am I
okay.
talking to here? I'm Darmond.
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Spooky.
Oh, my name's Spooky.
None of us can hear this, right?
I'll go ahead and say that the message spreads to the other people in the party, since that can work.
Okay.
Well, perhaps you could show your face so we can have a little wee chat.
Hey, Yeah.
I don't like to be in the light. And you keep using
We kind
torches.
of need them.
Sorry about that.
I know. That's why I don't like them.
Okay. Compromise. We stand over here and talk. And you
With
don't have to see
my
them.
dark vision, do I? And I'll have a little look around my eyes, not moving my head, but kind of like using my eyes to look around. Do I see anything in the darkness of it, or
Roll a
That's
perception
gonna be
check at
great.
disadvantage.
that's a 6?
That's a 6. As it is, you're not able to see anything from within the dark pits of the sewers.
Well,
And there doesn't seem to be
So,
anything within the
so
radius of the
what's
torch.
going on there, Spooky?
so
Ah. Well, I'm here getting ready for the
Getting
big
married?
day.
Congratulations!
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Not getting married. Not getting married. A new day. My new life
Third
begins.
life?
My third life.
Jesus.
Third time's the charm, you know.
What were
they
your
say.
other 2 lives? And what's the third one?
Oh, my first life. I don't remember much about my first life. I think I was in a big city at one point. Something like uh Nuver
Uber, I
Boober,
think I
something
know
like
that
that.
Yeah.
I was living on the street, like a little guy. I think I was a human something. I like to use knives and take coins from
Oh,
people.
Oh. You were selling people knives for money. It's a very reputable business.
Yeah, I
Selling
think that was
silverware.
it.
this might
I
have
think
Yeah.
that was it.
Uh-huh.
What about your second life?
I
Well,
think it's this one.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it was this one. After I got sent to the bad castle and ended up having my first life end, I started this one.
Oh, the Bad Castle? That's the worst one, man. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of screaming, a lot of violence, a lot of
who
bad
was in
times.
charge at the Bad
Yeah.
Castle?
Oh, there was nobody really in charge. They just sent us to the bad castle to uh, fight. Well, actually, fight what I am now.
And
Fight
what?
the things of my
Out of
second life.
curiosity, because you don't want to come into the light. What are you now? And what are those things?
I don't know. I don't remember what they were called. I don't really care. All I know is that I don't really like them any more than I like the people of my first life. The only thing I've always liked across both lives has been my rat friends.
They seem very nice.
Yeah. They seem pretty nice. Yeah. Could you just maybe tell them to make sure to not poop in the water supply?
Oh, but pooping in the water supply
And
helps
what's
the
the
big
big
day
day
come
then? Out of
faster.
curiosity.
Oh.
Well, the big day, the people are going to kill themselves, and then the rats are going to eat them.
Hmm. That
Then
sounds
we're
pretty
going to
big.
go up to
Oh.
the surface, and my rat friends are going to be in charge of this city. It's going to be their own little home without fear of getting killed or wiped out by, people just wandering in and deciding to cut them out from the
Well,
sewers.
Yeah.
there's a slight issue with that, though. That I don't want to. I've been nice to you.
What?
You don't want me to die, though, do you?
Well, you're not human, are you?
Oh, it's
In
only
fact,
humans? That's fine,
well, I
then, I guess.
think humans are the only ones that are the main targets. Humans are the only ones I was told need to die.
Told by who?
Just I had a friend outside the city after I turned. A gnome friend. He took pity on me and my rat friends, said we could take over one day.
Oh,
One day very soon.
I'm going to
Hmm.
give a general description of Lord Umbren, and I'm going to turn around and say, "Is that how he looked?"
I mean, kind of. He was like real small. And I mean, he did have hair and he did wear clothes.
Yep, those are all things that he does.
Out of
Yeah,
curiosity, did he
might
have
be.
a silver ring or something on him? Just, yeah.
Oh, a silver ring. Yeah, he did have a silver ring. It was a really nice silver ring. I
Oh, well, that's
remember it.
nice, isn't it, guys? He had a silver ring. That's really nice to you guys. Anyway, above table,
Yeah.
Xanth. I asked that without even
He
reading what
said
you
he
put in
wanted
chat.
those.
Oh, I'm sorry, DM.
He said he wanted those specific guards at the well to be the first taste for the rats. I thought, yeah, that would be good. But the problem is that the guards are really bony. They're really small. Well, not that bony, but they're human, and the
I mean, I'm a
humans are kind of
dwarf.
small. I mean, not as small as the gnomes or dwarfs, but small. They're from my first life. They're not as big as the creatures of my second life. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn those humans into the little me's into the big me's. You know?
Well,
Yeah,
well,
definitely understand.
look, we're gonna have to come and ask you very nicely to stop because the person that the gnome guy that told you to do this, he's actually not a good person. He's using you.
Oh,
Hi, lad. I'm sorry.
oh.
You've been manipulated. Manipulate what you call it. There's a lot of that going on in this city.
But everything he said is right, or everything he said was supposed to happen has so far been happening. I mean, I did poison the wells, filled it with the lovely droppings of my little friends. I got the guards. I've been turning them into the bigamies. It's been working pretty well. I mean, that's the only thing I've been doing to disobey him. He told me that he wanted them killed and eaten right away, but I wanted them to be real big. Better
What
food for my rat
do you
friends.
mean by bigger
But, he's,
ones? You fattening them up or something?
well, I mean, kind of. Sort of. I mean, that's one way to put it. Usually when, no, that's kind of what it is. It's just an orthodox way to do it. Real household, homemade version of fattening them up.
Right.
Very unique.
I'm just saying, you know, what, I mean, why would you say he's trying to trick me? As it is, everything's going exactly as it should. Getting more food. More food's coming down here for the rats. I mean, more food just came down for the
My
rats.
insight.
Tensions on
When
the
he said
surface are getting more
all food's
extreme.
just come down here, can I insight check if he means us?
Yeah,
Ooh, 18.
18.
Well,
Yes, he means you.
there's gonna be a one bit of problem with
Um,
that, my friend. Your new food.
Oh, what's that?
I'm a wee bit spicy. And I grab the torch from Kriv, and throw it towards where the best direction I could have or hear the voice coming from.
You know what? Absolutely. As you,
Why you gotta know this? We could have
I
just
want.
let them eat the humans and not us.
As you just hear the guard saying, "Wait, what are you doing? You hear something?" All right, everybody,
18.
roll for initiative.
Where's gonna
Do
go?
it all.
shit.
Oh, natural 20.
4.
23.
Roll dex.
Okay.
4.
Oh, 2 4s. Roll again to battle
Well,
it
what's
out.
your dex?
Dex.
Mine's
Harmon, I'm going to
mine's
pick a
plus
fight.
2.
Mine's
So
plus 1.
Love it. It is.
Okay.
Hey, it's how Darman operates. He goes up, he gets chatting. They literally reveal all their information, and he goes, "Okay, I can fight these guys."
Pretty sure
God.
Xanth
Could've
wouldn't go
just-
along with that anyway.
We could have just compromised and fed them the guards, you know?
I don't think that was the
Wants to
compromise.
murder
What do you
the
mean?
entire city.
Here, eat this. Just leave us
I
alone.
could have summoned like another bird or
Wow,
something.
just,
and get
I'm not even going to
that.
reply to that one. Wow.
I'm just saying.
It
Before
was a,
Actually, I have
Just
a lot of
threats.
those.
Just-
I could have summoned 3 of them. Three monsters.
friends
Or
with the
not
rat.
monsters, animals. That probably be more like a balanced diet than eating us, you know?
Okay. So,
Yep.
oh wait,
Time to
No,
get rabies.
Darmond,
Crib is like, hey,
you
that's
throw
mine.
your torch towards
My
the
torch,
back.
actually.
Or, sorry, you throw Crib's torch towards the over the river of muddy water, over to
You
the
owe
other
me
side of the
like 5
walkways,
gold pieces for that.
where you are able to detect something is coming from there.
Okay.
So let's see where the hell that was. Oh. Wait, no, I just remembered. That's a much better track for this.
There's going to be bagpipes in it.
Yep. So, as it is, you see in another walkway about 45 feet away from you. Away from Valeria, really, at the back of the line. Something about 7 feet tall, with long claws above, along the hand. Something extraordinarily red, with a toad-like face.
Oh, we turned them into
Nope.
grungs. What the hell?
Well,
Not
fucking
grungs.
hell.
This is 7
Above
feet
table.
tall.
Above table, I know what it
Really
is.
tall grungs? What?
Slot.
Is this the frogman guy? What
Really?
is it?
If you want to know what that is,
Wait,
actually,
no.
your characters probably would know recent events to know, or recent
One
history
of those
well enough
demon things.
to understand what that is. As the guards, seeing that, say, "Bloody hell! It's a red sled!"
Red slit. I
Oh,
think
boy.
I know those things. Red. Red what again?
Sled. So, Darmond, with the rat horde surrounding the party.
Yeah, it's
I
that
already did
thing.
it.
What do you want to? What?
This was a horrible idea.
Darmond, with the rats. How do you want to handle the rats?
X, I think.
Uh,
Okay.
Pull out your
Time to get
own
spicy in here.
bagpipes.
Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, you do see him without saying a word, and while having one claw out, one
Yeah,
hand
actually,
out, he is holding the bagpipes in his other hand and playing it.
Deal with the rats.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my action. I was going to try and save this, but it is what it is. I'm going to use my action to drink the potion of fire breath, and I'm going to then use my bonus action. I'm going to kind of just back up. I'm going to move and back up as best I can to get as many in the field. I'm just going to blow a breath out. I need all the rats within 30 feet of me.
And the
Hey,
the
just for the
possibility
record,
of a
you are
lot of
aware of the
methane.
potential consequences of just blowing fire all of
Catch
the
fire.
rats around, right?
I will try and
Crossfire.
aim
I
it.
catch.
I
Yeah.
will try and... Let me cheek.
The
please.
party.
I will try and aim it to not get any crossfire.
All right, tell you what. Assuming you point at the ground, because again, the rats are just flowing around the party, sort of surrounding them. The best way I could imagine you doing it is that you would blow into the fire into the ground, trying to catch the rats themselves on fire without hurting anybody. And what I'd imagine it would do is give everybody a
As I do it,
advantage
I'm just going to
on
say,
dexterity saving
"Everybody
throws.
jump!" And just.
All right, yeah, rat boys are going to have to make a
Sheath
lot
machine.
of dex saves for that. Oh boy, and what do you know? They don't have... You just see 100 rats trying to jump at
Because I'm
once.
still talking with animals.
Oh shit. Okay, that's nice.
So, what's the DC again? Hey, I almost forgot. There are 4 or 5 rat swarms, so they'd all have their own... Oh, well, 3 of them definitely fail.
Yeah.
You said it was 13? Okay, so 2 pass, 2
They
fail
take full
miserably.
damage
Roll the
or half as
damage.
much on a success. It's 4d6.
4d6. Understood.
Ugh, terrible rolls. 9
Go ahead
points
and
of
roll
damage.
that.
3 ones.
Understood. So the rats take 4 damage on the 2 swarms that work, and other rats take 9 damage on the swarms where they didn't pass. So that is a total of, well, a lot of dead rats. Consider every hit point 1 dead rat.
Okay.
So,
Oh, that cleared
oh
a
boy.
lot of them.
So, Zan, the Slaadi is about
I thought Valeria was in the rear,
45
though.
feet from Valeria. Assuming the party is in like close proximity, that would be about, I'd say, 55 feet away from you, with the guards kind of sprinkled
So
between
he's
you and
behind us?
Valeria. That's what I said. In the rear, he is 45 feet from Valeria in the rear, which means that you would be farther away from that. Yes. Yes, he is. Coming out through one of the sewage passageways.
Would there be residual light from the burning rat corpses?
And
Out of curiosity.
residual light from the...
I lit-
Yes, there probably would be.
You know, I don't think any of this would have
Oh,
happened if we
shut
had
up,
just
bro.
gone after Bad Barrack instead.
For the record, he is going to be coming straight at the
Yes,
party
it
on
is.
his turn. Is that the end of your turn, Darmond? All right. Yeah, the Slaadi moves at ridiculous speed for something its size, making about 45 feet, no, 50 feet in a single bound,
What the hell?
as it uses a bonus action to dash. Not attacking Valeria, but attacking the guards.
Shit. Well, there are
As-
meat shields anyway.
And again, this thing is holding the bagpipes the entire time while it's doing it, still playing them. It's while attacking with one of its claws, which actually means that it can't use its bite attack. It can only use the claws.
Okay.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, that was a... Yes. Okay. Okay, so the guards, one of them, it's a critical miss to hit the guard, as the Slaadi just kind of
Hey, DM.
swipes wildly at it with the back of its hand.
How far away from
And
me
ends
is
up getting
this
the claw
guard that's getting
nearly
hit?
stuck on the stone as it slashes through it. Second attack hits, as
Okay.
it does a total
I would like to
of-
use my interception ability
Oh,
to limit the damage
go
that he
ahead.
takes.
Yep. About
1d10 plus
Exactly,
2
5 feet.
is how much I can reduce it by. Correct. Oh my god. I rolled a 1,
All right,
so
how
that's
can
three,
you limit the...
three hit
Okay,
points
so how
I
much
saved him.
damage is it limited to? 1d10
Xanth
plus
reaches
2.
out.
All right, roll for it.
Xanth reaches out with his shield and deflects one of the little claws from poking the guy.
Well, you saved him from death.
Wow.
Yay.
That
Well, that's
attack
so-
was max damage and was going to kill him. But now it won't. Oh! As the rest of the claws on that hand slash through the body, but enough blood was saved that he isn't dead quite yet.
Is he on the ground though?
No, he is not on the ground. However, he is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Xanth draws his
And he
sword.
passes, luckily.
Okay.
Xanth draws his
So,
sword.
Next up in turn order,
I was
since
waiting for
this
everybody
man
to go,
blew that
yes!
turn right out of the water, is Xanth.
Says face Bahamut's divine
And because of that
wrath,
interception,
and
you
attack.
actually are in
Hey!
melee.
Now, if I can get my freaking apt act
Fucking
right.
finally.
Dumb. Here we go. Okay, that's a 21 to hit.
Go for it. Teach us this mother lesson.
No. 21. 2-1. Yes.
Fucking hell, son.
And I'm going to use my divine smite,
A 28 to hit.
which I've never used before, so give me 1 second to figure out how much
Okay,
damage it
21
does.
to hit. Yes,
I think it's just
that
1d8.
will hit.
2d8, yeah, thanks.
If you get the spell slot.
I only... Yeah, I only have first level, so... Okay, so 2d8.
Well, if it's a first level spell slot,
Alright,
it's
so
2d8.
It's 5 from the
it's an extra
longsword.
D8.
If it's a
slashing
third level
damage,
slot,
7
it's
radiant
3d8.
damage, 12 total.
Which in this case, it's not. Yeah, so 2d8.
And let's see...
12 total. All right. This man immediately gets a good slash for his efforts. Wow, that's real mean. That's very mean. I just for the record, Valeria, this maniac just
Okay, I don't
moved
think I have any more
beside you
actions
to
that I can
attack the
take,
guard.
so
Like he
that's
moved
it for me.
past you to attack the guard.
Couldn't she have gotten an attack of opportunity?
Well, he didn't quite move all the way past. He moved into the rage, but not out of it. Well, next up is the rats, who do not take very kindly to Darman's attacks, or Darman's fiery vengeance.
Howdy.
So, Darmond. Ratpocalypse.
I'm going to use my
Okay,
reaction
so that
to reduce the damage
is
again.
2 that
Yes,
hits,
yes.
I believe. Your AC is 16, right? Alright. So that will be a total of...
That's okay.
Pitiful.
I think it's worth it.
That's it. No, it's okay. I think I'm
don't
going to
think he's
defend the
within
guards, so it's fine.
5...
Darman can take
You know
care
what?
of himself. It's just
The
rats.
whole area is this so... Actually, it's so...
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'll go ahead and allow it in this
Maybe
case.
I should have flung some of those rats off you, brother.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's also the fact that Darman deliberately stepped back, so it doesn't really work. So, Darman, you take 15 points of piercing damage as the rats attempt to bite into your noggin.
We're going to die down here. We're actually going to die down here.
Doom and gloom, boy. Hey, they're only fucking rats. I want the toad.
As you say, it was one of them is biting onto your side of your face, hanging on for dear life.
It's just like...
Yeah.
Sorry, next up on the turn order.
Look, I don't think you'll be so happy once you have rabies, man.
We have paladins and clerics.
Next up on the
Still
turn
can't
order
cure rabies.
is Valeria.
Okay, do I feel confident enough that I could step back and he wouldn't want to try to slash at me?
I mean, roll an insight check.
Okay.
For the record, I did make a minor mistake. He specifically seems to be go ahead.
It's a 5.
5. I mean, it's pretty difficult to say. For what little you know about Slaadi, they're literally just chaos. Like, just chaos incarnate. Unpredictable creatures.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna risk it and try to go back the way he came from.
Alright. He doesn't attempt to attack you.
Phew! And then I'm going to attempt to shoot him with my longbow.
Yeah, for some reason he seems specifically dead set on attacking the guards, for some reason.
I will use that to my advantage.
It's because they're humans, I think. He said that he only wanted to kill humans.
They said he was specifically told to kill humans. That was the target. That he's very deliberate. He's trying to stick to it. Doesn't understand how to handle dwarves or dragonborn. I mean, he assumes they're food, but doesn't really know for sure.
I got a 16.
16, that will hit, I believe. Yep, that will hit.
Okay, so upon also shooting it, I'm going to activate one of my arcane shots, and it's going to be grasping arrow.
Oh.
So it's going to be extra damage.
Oh no.
All right, so that is 5 points of
5 points of piercing damage,
and then 5 points of poison damage.
Okay, 5 points of poison damage.
As I'm using grasping arrow. A creature hit takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage for the first time each time. The first time on each of its and its turn each time it moves 1 foot or more. The brambles last for a minute, and they can use an action to try to remove it. And it's an athletics check of DC 11.
All right. Next up on the turn order is
Me. Okay.
yes.
So, let me see. There are a lot of rats near Umbren, a lot near... And then there's the slag near Valra.
Yep, there's the Slaad near now Xanth and the guards, as well as the rats that are permeating everybody.
But we don't know where the rat lead... the... What's his name again? I forget.
Buki?
The... Kogi?
They mean the guy with the pipes? That's the Slaad.
No, I mean the guy who controls them, the crazy guy, you know.
Yes, that's the Slaad.
Wait, he's the crazy
You see the
guy?
Slaad holding the pipes in his other hand and slashing at the guards with his free hand.
No, I mean the guy who's like had that whole monologue about his
Yes,
like,
that's him.
Really?
That's him.
That's
Okay.
him.
I did not get that. Okay. I will. Can I blast him with lightning without hitting anyone else?
Not without hitting anybody else. Xanth and the guards would both be in the crossfire for that.
Okay. Can I
Yes, he was speaking
run
telepathically.
up to him with my short sword and try and like down
Yes.
him by tripping him?
You can attempt to do that. I believe that would be a strength saving throw.
23.
Oh, that will hit. That will absolutely hit.
So I get to slash him and also trip him?
Well, he's going to have to make a saving throw for that. I believe it's a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
So
but
let's
for the
see.
slash, but he'll take the slashing damage, right?
Oh, he'll definitely take the slashing damage.
Okay,
There's no escaping that.
Give him that. Oh, he's lucky. Only gets a 4 from
Superiority
slashing damage. But
And he has a dirty, and he has a 30-20 in attempting to get out of there.
strength. So I do saving throw or check?
He's
this.
doing the saving throw, and he got a
Okay.
20 on it.
Ah, hell no.
Not a nat 20, but overall 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You roll.
But do I roll too?
No, you don't roll. The thing is based off of your, I believe, 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dex modifier, which in your case I believe would
So don't
mean
forget to roll your
would mean
superiority
13.
die for
would be the DC.
extra damage. You guys hear me?
Okay, what else can I do with my... Hold on, let me think of...
I can hear
I heard you.
I can
heard
hear you.
Alright, never mind then.
I'm just ignoring you, sorry. Inventory... bonus actions.
Burn him alive! Burn him to death!
And no, I don't think there's anything I can... Oh, just thought of some good idea. Is it a bonus action to summon something with my bag of tricks? Is that a bonus action?
I think it's an action. I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Shit. Okay. Well, then I guess there's nothing I can really do. I think that's back to Darman.
Yep. Well, actually, not quite. The guard's turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Guard, who got shit slashed out of him, he is going to attempt to disengage. And because the rats are closer to Darmond and Bob that way, he's going to move more towards Valeria in the other direction, moving about 30 feet before chucking his spear at the Slaad. Meanwhile, the other guy is going to attempt to stab the Slaadi as well. So that'll be 2 spear attacks. Alright. Oh. Okay, so that is 1 hit. As the spear... Oh, God! The thrown spear strikes right on the money, right into the chest, as the Slaadi is just taking more and more abuse. Not nice. Not nice at all. You know what? Maybe I won't make you big. Maybe I'll just kill you outright. Be done with it.
I mean, I prefer to be big.
You all turned big.
Okay, thanks.
How far
Next
away
up,
is Buki from me?
Darmond.
Excellent.
Biggie from you is about 20 feet
I'm
away.
going to bonus action rage. I'm going to run up right up to him and take a reckless attack at him. My greatsword.
Okay. Eat it. Eat it. As you run up there, raging, taking the guard's place. The moment he leaves, as you bring the axe down on him. He just said the Slaadi just says,
Time for some
hello there.
cutting. So 25 to hit.
25 will hit as
18
you
points
bring
of
the axe
damage.
right down on his shoulder.
Okay.
18 points of damage.
Say that again.
13.
8 points of damage. 13. 13. Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Understood. Okay. So, you see at the end of your turn, the creature
I haven't got my.
looks at
I
you
ain't got
with the
I've got
axe
greatsword at the
going into his shoulder blade. Or sorry, the greatsword's going into his shoulder blade. As it cuts down on him, he says, "Oh, okay. Do you please, remove that,
What
please?"
the fuck?
As you see wounds across his body begin to
That's
heal.
cheating! You fucker!
Oh shit.
It's not cheating. I'm just getting food.
Xanth
That's
will
it.
be intercepting, if possible.
You want me as fucking
You're the one that
food, you
wants to be
daft
rude about it.
bastard.
As he goes ahead and he attacks with the claws on you, Darmond. Okay. Okay, so the first attack hits. The
they're
second
both
one is
advantage
another
because they're
natural
reckless.
one from him. Oh, right. Thank you very much for
Gonna regret
being
this.
clear about. Okay, so yeah, both hit. So
Yeah, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't
no,
have
honestly, I
corrected
appreciate it. You know what? Next
So-
session, you're getting the same treatment Apollo did in session 2.
Just because I think it's fun to RP
Ain't
this
going to
out.
be a next
So as
session
he's
for
bringing his claw down, Xanth dives over
Okay,
in
so
front
reduce
of him with
that down
his shield
to
and kind of says,
8 points of
"I will
damage
protect you, my
total,
brother."
which is reduced down to 1 point of damage total. Thanks to Zan.
Well,
I mean, I appreciate the offer.
So
though.
Darman took one. Is that what I'm hearing?
hey, you guys are brothers? What?
Nice. I knew this
the
interception fighting
assist
style
there.
was going to come into handy eventually.
I just imagine
1
just
point
a
of damage total.
Yeah.
Also,
Sure. Is
Darmond,
it
I need you to
against
make 2
poison
Constitution saving throws. I think in
Just
this
'cause I get
case it
advantage-
counts more
I
like
get
a
advantage against
disease.
poison is also my dwarf.
You have rabies, man.
Yeah, I
On the
know that.
first
So
one.
I looked at it closely. It's a disease, not a poison.
You have rabies.
15 on the second. 15 and a 14.
So say again. 15 and a 14. Okay. And they
Oh, darn.
both pass. All right, next is the rats, and
At the moment, 18. No, 18.
they don't much appreciate your activity. Your shielding as rat. What is your AC? Was it 20? Oh,
Fine.
18. Okay, so 2 of those hit, doing a total of 21 points of piercing damage as they are biting straight into the armor. Well, actually, they're not biting into the armor. What they're doing is they're climbing into it and biting the inside.
Yep.
As a number of rats are trying to climb into the greaves
Oh, no, that's a
to bite
hell
at
of
the
a damage
legs.
roll.
Xanth will
Not
cast
good. Not
Sleep.
good.
Yeah.
So
He's at 1 HP now, I think.
Sleep? Well, actually, it's a 20. It's a 20-foot
Oh.
bubble, so it'll catch
well, thank
anything
God there
in
wasn't another 6.
23.
Yeah.
23
Next
hit
up on the
points
turn
worth of
order is, of
creatures.
course, Xanth.
Thank you.
Sleep on the ratos. Fair enough. Go ahead and... Oh,
Hey.
absolutely.
What is lay on hands
Go
a standard
ahead
action,
and roll
or is it what is it?
23 hit points. So let's see,
Okay,
let's see. So that
So much
is
for
a
that idea.
total of...
All right, that's it for
Well,
me.
that's a total of 23 rats. Just knocked out in an instant.
How many rats are left?
Which, you know. It's a standard action. All right, next. Let's see. Give me a second to just. That is a bit. That is a lot of ratos.
You did like the math for this or something?
Yeah, I'm doing the math, or at least more accurately, putting down the math so that it's okay. Yeah. 12 out of that, and 5. Okay. Yeah. So one of the swarms has been pretty much completely depleted. And across all the other ones, that's another swarm, technically. So about almost 50, about 50 rats. So, next up on the turn order is Valeria.
I'm going to attempt to put another shot in the slot.
Absolutely. For whatever reason, he doesn't appear to be moving from his spot.
18
18. That will hit.
for 9 points of piercing.
9 points of piercing. Fantastic.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to action surge and take another shot at him.
Actually, that's not a bonus action.
Oh,
that's
it's not.
That's
Oh.
just something you do.
Oh, well, I'm just going to do it and try to shoot him again.
Go for it.
17. To hit.
17. That will hit.
Okay. That's another 7 points of piercing.
7 points of piercing. All right. As you are doing a number on this creature, all of you, as the arrows fired into its back, the spear that was shot into the side of its hip, or the spear that was shot into the side of its chest, the slashes from the greatsword on its shoulder blade, all of it is just tearing it apart over time. It says, well, this is not good. This is a lot worse than I was expecting things to be.
Yeah.
Well, this is not good.
Seems pretty good from where I'm standing.
So, is that where things end for you, Valeria?
Yeah. She's going to take another 10 feet back.
Good idea. I'm going to, since I'm facing him now, I'm going to blast him with lightning. He can't make a saving throw from that. So.
Is there no save for the lightning
Here's
dragon's
what
breath?
it
Because I
is.
know there is for mine.
Oh my god, I rolled 2 1s. How the fuck? He
Where's the
takes
saving
2
throw?
damage
Breath?
from my lightning.
All right.
The hell was that?
Pain. There is.
Oh, can I take
There
a
is.
save for it?
No.
Or wait, no.
Everybody
Oh, no.
in the vicinity takes a saving throw, including the Slaadi. A dexterity saving throw.
Everyone in the vicinity, but I was facing right at him.
If I remember correctly, you were facing him. There are rats around. There's Xanth there. There's Darman there. There's another guard there.
Xanth is like next to me or behind me.
Behind or in front of you.
No, he's not.
You're kind of smooshing between them. You know what? Actually, yeah. Since you're smooshing between them, I'd say that you'd be able to do it without hitting them. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a 19 for passing the save. So in that case, he passes, which means he takes 1 point of damage from the lightning, which actually is low. Oh.
What? Wait, is there water down here?
No, that's not it. It's sadder than that. As you
What is-
fire the lightning at the Slaadi, he kind of dodges just in the nick of time, as it only kind of hits the side of his shoulder. But even then, it barely, it visibly doesn't seem to do anything at all. It does nothing. It does 0 damage.
Are you kidding me? What the hell? And I don't think there's anything else I can
Although-
do. Yeah?
I just realized something.
Yes.
The lightning does hit the pipes, doing a tad bit of damage to it. Tiny
The pipe?
bit. The bagpipes.
Okay. That's it.
For the record, remember, he's speaking to you all telepathically. He's doing all of this while still playing those bagpipes.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do with my.
Yeah. So just for the record, the other guard is getting out of the fucking way.
Okay.
He's taking the disengage and getting out of here, while the other guard is preparing to throw his spear again. Wait, no, he can't do that. Kind of hard to retreat or throw the spear again when you don't have a spear. Yeah, he just lost his one weapon.
Oh my god. I swear my breath weapon has literally never been useful. I could have sworn they didn't. Like, if it's close enough range, then they can't make a save on the lightning.
Not quite, no. Anyways. So, man has nothing he can do.
Okie dokie.
So, turn goes
Time
right back
to
up
start
to Dark.
swinging. I'm going to recklessly swing at the Slaad. Here we go again, buddy.
Oh no.
21.
21.
That's
Fantastic.
13 damage again.
That will hit.
Because he's quite tall,
13 damage.
use another
Okay.
breath of my fire thing right into his... aim it upwards right into his face, because he's taller than all of us.
You can.
Yeah, that's
keep
no
in mind it
problem.
will still
I don't
make
mind
that
that. It's
dexterity
a
saving throw, just like with Griff's
DC
Lightning.
13. Yeah, into his face. DC
Yeah.
13 dex save.
Into his face.
So he takes the full damage from this.
Okay, he fails.
Surprise!
Not
Oh,
expecting
that's...
the dwarf to breathe
wow.
fire.
Nearly max damage. 23. 3 6s and a 5.
23.
Nice.
Oh, I've literally only rolled 2 points of damage this entire time.
Oh man. Oh god. Okay. As you breathe the fire directly into his face, and that 23 damage goes right there. It just fires not only into his face, but remember the bagpipes are also there in his face. Oh. You see, he's still standing. And in fact, the fire doesn't leave as much of a mark on him as it probably should. However, on the pipes, it leaves an incredibly nasty effect on it.
I think the pipes might be what he uses to control the rats.
Didn't quite hit.
The pipes they catch on fire from that. Between that and the lightning that they already took, they catch on
That's
fire.
for ruining my fucking people's music, you bastard.
As Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was using your people's music. I thought it was my music, or rat music. Music of rats. As the bagpipes are just on fire. Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all.
That is the end of my turn.
So, is that the end of your turn? Alright, this clearly isn't working. I'm gonna go. Yes.
Okay.
As he uses his action to disengage, his bonus action to dash.
Do we get to try and I don't know, do we get opportunity?
Like I said, he's disengaging to try to get the
Uh,
fuck away. However,
So-
his speed is only 30, so even with the full movement, the most he's going to be able to get is 60 feet. Which, by the way, 30 of which I believe is just getting up to you, Valeria.
I do have a quick question because it's about the
Yep.
brambles. Would they have been burnt off from the fire? Because otherwise, then his speed is reduced to 10 feet, and he'll be taking extra damage. That's my only question.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
right.
I aimed it
They
at the
would
head,
be,
but
wouldn't they?
you're cool, DM.
Damn. Okay.
No, I'm saying the brambles would still be there. They wouldn't be
Oh, okay.
caught on fire. That was
Phew.
in his face, not the lower, not the backside. The
Okay.
brambles are fine, and this man is caught down to 40 feet of movement rather than 60.
All right.
Because
and then
that minus 10 goes to both his main movement and his bonus action dash.
And then he's also taking 6 points of slashing
Nicely
damage.
done, lass.
Yep.
This is what I wanted to do last time.
He is looking incredibly damaged, incredibly. He is reaching the verge of death. This man is not having a good day at all. The rats, meanwhile, because he stopped blowing on the bagpipes in order to get the out of there, the rats. Oh, that would be 4 actually, not the full. Okay, one of the rat swarms is just straight up leaving. It's not like about 12 or 20 rats are just gone. They're not sticking around for this nonsense. Meanwhile, the other ones, they're just biting random people. So Darmond, Xanth, and one of the guard. No, Darmond, Xanth, and Kriv will all be the targets of an attack, and that is a 14 to hit at most. On Darmond, that doesn't hit. On Xanth, that doesn't hit. On Kriv, that doesn't hit. So without that guiding force of the pipes, the rats are just biting randomly, if at all. They're not putting any effort into it, and half of them are just running away.
Okay. So is it still turns?
As it is, as it is, unless one of the party members can move 40 feet in one round, while also making an attack, we're going to go into a bit of a chase. Or actually, before that, we would go to Valeria's turn.
How close is he to me?
Is it my turn?
You
Is
have
it
a
Zan's
rope?
turn?
Maybe you could grab
Whose turn is it?
lasso him. Oh
I-
no!
Okay.
Wait.
Because if there's still enough distance, I'm just going to take a shot at him, or at least try.
Oh, sorry about that. Mic cut out.
I was going to heal myself.
So it is technically
That's all I
your
wanted
turn.
to do. I was going to
But
blow my
basically,
lay
it
on
comes down to
hands on
this.
myself, and then she
Unless
can go.
unless you or Darmond, or actually,
Okay.
unless you can move 40 feet, or you can use a thrown weapon on him. I'm not sure what you're able to do on this turn with him 40 feet away.
You can.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Absolutely, go for it.
There's something I can do before it goes back round to his go.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at a few options.
So, Valeria, it's your turn.
Okay.
As this man is now 10 feet past you,
Okay,
as
so
he's trying to
past
make
me.
as he's trying to make a break for it.
All right, then I'm going to attempt to shoot him.
Okay. We're just
for the
gonna
legs.
kill him.
Aim for the legs.
Oh, those brambles actually did a lot more damage to him.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit.
Oh, phew.
Yeah.
This man does not have good AC.
For another 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points of piercing damage. Yeah, this man's not having a good day. He is below 10 HP. Single digit health, everyone.
Hey.
Kriv, Again, he's 40 feet away. If you've got means of attacking him or catching up to him, by all means, go for it.
Okay, I do. I think. Let me think. Could I?
Actually, you do have one tool in your arsenal that could theoretically help you do this, or at least get up to him and attack him with a sword.
The only thing I can think of is if I use my bag of tricks to summon like an ostrich to ride or something.
Well, you're a fighter, aren't you?
Well, do I have like the extra speed thing? I don't know. I can throw my
Action surge.
yeah, action surge, right. I can
Yes.
just shoot him too. I have a bow or a crossbow.
You have to drop the sword and pull out the crossbow, but by all means, you can go ahead and do it.
That take time.
Not that much time, but the point is that it'll be more difficult to attack him with a sword if
I
you go
could
for the
try and
crossbow.
throw caltrops ahead of him to stop him from like running away.
I mean, can you throw him 40 feet?
Yeah, good point. Javelin? Can I throw that 40 feet?
Yeah, you can throw a javelin 40 feet.
Okay. Now we're talking. Let's go.
At the very least, even if you couldn't throw it 40 feet, you could sure as shit throw it 10 feet, which is how far he'd be from you if you just ran up to him.
Yeah, 16.
16 to hit. That'll hit. That'll hit.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Ah!
This man is at 1 HP,
Come on.
which means it falls to one man.
I'm going to
Do it,
move.
Darmond.
How far away is he from me?
He is 40 feet
Excellent.
away.
But I'm gonna.
The brambles have slowed him down significantly.
I'm gonna dash, action, run up. Literally the 50 feet, or 40 feet up to him. I'm gonna literally jump, use my 10 feet to jump on his back. I'm just gonna bonus action blow the fire down him. So like, I jump up above it, kind of jump as high as I can up.
All right, fantastic.
Just kind of blow it down.
Yeah, there's no hope for a dexterity save.
I'm done.
Roll damage.
Because I breathe a breath of fire over him.
As you just hear,
Epic!
coming from the mouth,
Dorman single-handedly
finally, the mouth
takes
of
him
the
down with the
Slaadi.
fire breath.
Oh no! As the Slaad bursts into flames from the inside out.
Ooh, that was spicy.
Well,
Yeah.
you did it. Wasn't single-handedly.
He falls to his death.
He'd taken in 1 hit point.
You killed him with fire, which he happened to be resistant to, but that's aside the point.
There's some on the ground. Don't want to drink the rat poop water.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Valeria will
Already
reach in her
maybe.
backpack and
Take a
toss
little swig.
Dermond her water skin.
Rinse it, spit it on the floor. Oh, thank you, lass. That's much better. Oh,
Yeah, Xanth looking for the other guards. He's not listening to
Welcome.
this other banter.
So,
we got to find the other guards.
guess we finished the job.
Oh, shut up.
Xanth sheathes his sword and
Yeah,
he says,
they're definitely dead.
I am okay.
Like,
I hated
The
to
rats ate them. Like,
have to have
what else
this
would
be
have happened?
violent, but the creature left us no choice.
Valeria's gonna kind of follow up and ask Xanth, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'll look for the other guards too.
I'll do a help action.
Look, I did investigation, and I rolled 18.
18. You do
Yeah.
notice tracks in the certain. You notice in the particular sewer's entrance or sewer path that the Slaadi came out of at the start of the attack. There seemed to be a number, or there seems to be a slight blood trail there, like tiny
follow
bits
it.
of blood stains.
Follow it.
Absolutely. As the party follows the trail through sewer pathways more and more, seeing that the rats have scattered almost completely by this
Darman's
point,
pretty good at breaking down
they
walls and
find
doors and such.
eventually a door which appears to have been locked shut.
I just smashed.
Okay.
I was just going to smash the door with my greatsword if needs be.
Use my crowbar to break it down. There, crowbar. Am I do that too.
Assuming that the door is destroyed by both a great sword and a crowbar at the same time,
Knock.
Yeah. What happens?
you break down the door, and as it is, the room appears cold, but not completely silent. You hear light moaning from creatures inside, people inside.
Hey, holy shit! They're actually alive. What?
You see what looks to be 3 humans, 2 male, 1 female, chained to the wall with slash marks across their chests.
Are they okay?
One of them raises their heads and says, "Please, release us."
Okay, I'll cut the chains.
Yeah.
Agrees to this?
I'm gonna.
Agrees to
I'll
just go ahead.
I'll cut the chains.
Valeria is going to try to glance around for a key.
I'll try and cut the chains with a sword. My sword.
No. Either way, you cut down the chains. You
Okay.
manage to free them.
Yep.
As they come down to the floor, one of the guards says, "Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
Thought we were done for back there."
So did I. Honestly, I
Is
was
there any of
just going to
is there
head
any
up
of
and
the
leave.
is there any of the 3
Good
of
thing we
these that
didn't.
looks more
Need to
worse
see
for
it.
wear than the other 2? Or are they all about the same?
Yep. Okay. Come along with us.
You might have been diseased.
What?
I think it spreads a disease.
Yeah. Jarmond over here has rabies.
All about the same, honestly. As it is, they've all been. From what you could tell from what Buki was saying, he was very deliberate in how he set these
Let's
people
say
up.
we take these guys to the House of Wonder. Maybe get some healing or some stuff.
It does seem as though each of them is suffering from multiple levels of exhaustion, maybe about 4 to 5.
Come on then, guys.
So yeah, definitely
Let's
not
get
having a
you
good
home.
day.
Is it only you 3 down here?
So
Wait.
there were 2 but
I'm sorry to hear that, guys. But
they didn't
get you.
make
Let's
it.
get you to the House of Wonder. We could get someone to heal you up a bit.
I was
Yeah.
the only one that made it from the original crew. The one guarding the well.
But who are these guys?
One sent down to
Right, don't
investigate.
worry. We dealt with the fucker.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah, we'll take back, like, the severed head of the Slaad to prove
Thanks to
we
Zan.
did it.
as well as the severed remains of the bagpipes.
The severed remains. Okay.
Okay,
And then
so
Hey, it's got to be some kind of record that I've gone. This is
Marty
the
makes it
sixth
back up to
session
the
now, and I
surface.
finally drew my
Surprisingly, the other
sword.
two guards are still alive somehow.
Yeah, nice work.
Yeah, for- that man would have died in the first hit if it wasn't for Zan. That guard is eternally in your debt. Yeah, as you get up to the surface, meet with Sergeant Cromley, present both the body, or present the people, present the severed head of the sled, as he says, "Whew. Yeah, in hindsight, team of 5 wasn't going to be able to deal with that problem, especially with the rats.
Mm-hmm.
City's in
I
your
wondered if
debt,
you could do me a
friends.
wee favour.
Thank you.
I wondered if you could do me a wee
Well-
favour, lad.
It's in our debt I intend to collect.
I'm kind of in court tomorrow, and I wondered if you could
What's
just drop
that?
a good word and say I helped the city out and saved the day a little bit, you know? Send a good word.
I see. Yeah. Tell you what, I'll put in that good word, and
Oh, you're a diamond,
maybe even
friend.
get some of the other guards to testify on your behalf.
Okay.
Oh, don't thank me yet. Thank me for this. As he pulls out a sack of coins
I will take the
from his
coin
back, or
and
from his
start
pockets.
dividing it up among them.
Well, thank you. How many
So-
coins is it?
So, you manage to find the guards' bodies, hence 100 gold pieces for basically discovering the cause of things. You manage to save all 300 of the guards without issue. Or all 3 guards without any issue, so that's an additional 300. And you also managed to take down the Slaadi who was poisoning the wells, so that's an additional 200. So all in all, the party receives 600 gold, which is
Person?
no 600 gold total, which is about
Nice.
150 per person in this group.
Nice.
Hey, how many people? Hold on.
4. 600 divided by 4 is 150.
Day's work.
Okay. Okay.
Nope.
That's what I like to see.
So as it is,
Do you think there's time to get Bad Barrack too?
honestly,
Will,
night is
will there be
beginning to fall.
will there be time for a
Supposedly,
short
these
rest in
attacks
there?
have happened all at night.
I mean, what time is it?
You could absolutely set up an ambush for him at night if you so desired. You're
Seems
given
like
you're given pretty accurate information as to where he normally preys on people. Oh, sure, absolutely.
I like the sound
I
of
mean,
that.
Bad Barrack isn't exactly a major threat. That's why the
Yeah,
bounty is so
Xanth
low.
would.
At most, it would be like
Xanth-
a single thug plus an extra 2. So
Xanth would
if you
use
want,
his
we can
emissary
sort
of
of
peace, his
just
+5
move
bonus
over
to
that
persuasion, and
and
say, "Look,
say-
you don't
Just
want
all of
that.
us
Just
stood
come
around him
along
going,
quietly."
Yeah, that
Come
man
on.
doesn't stand a chance.
Come on, you fucker. Just hand yourself in. It's not worth the hassle.
As
we each get about 13 gold pieces for that.
I mean, if he says no, then I can always use my sword. Damn.
You like kicking butts, do you, old man? Well, we'll teach you.
Is he fighting us?
No, he
gives
sees
up.
the heavily armed adventurers around him. Let's just like at the night, you set up like an ambush at his normal spot. You see him being ambushed by two dragonborn, both in heavy armor, a raging dwarf with a great
man.
sword,
Come
and
on,
an
man. The
archer from the
fire-breathing
corner that he has
dwarven
no
I'm bigger than
backwards is
yours,
so much
Meanwhile, he
fun.
himself has a dagger.
Call that a knife? This is a knife.
I'll take his dagger too.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
the potion of fire breathing
Once
is
you've used the free
worn off by
charges.
now.
Can I when we're trying to talk him in, I just like burp and breathe out a bit of fire, a little puff of fire. I'm like, oh.
It's my
What do you think?
stuff.
If you want to, I mean, you could try and go to the source, ask him about the try to ask him about where you can get your next fix.
Anyway. Yeah, so we capture the
Bad
What is
Barrack is not having a good day. He's having a bad day. The man, he thought he was going for a noble in the night. He thought he was robbing some noble. He ended up robbing a raging dwarf with two dragonborn accompanying him and a half-elven archer in the bushes.
Okay. So he just surrenders?
The man has no chance in that fight. He's not going to try to put one up.
Okay, I'll take his dagger then.
All right, highway robbery of the highway robber.
Hilarious.
and we each get 12 we each get
Oh, fives.
You get
12,
163 gold
0.5.
pieces.
Wait, what?
You get 150 gold pieces each for the job earlier that day with Buki, and 13 gold pieces each for
Okay.
getting Bad Barrack, teaching him a lesson.
Oh,
Okay, I'm getting rich.
As it is, you're getting real close to being able to just set Schimo's shop on fire. I mean, technically, you just need a torch for that.
I could literally
actually, you know what? I
just
didn't say anything.
buy a potion of fire
Let's
breathing
set
and
his
then
shop
just
on
go,
fire.
"Oops."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just breathe lightning
buy
on
it
him.
from him.
This-
What?
Wait, no.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, again, Darmond, carrying along the shops, if you're trying to find potions of fire breathing and you have no desire to deal with Schemo Weird Bottle again, supposedly you hear that there is another magic shop owner just outside the city in the field ward that's come in recently that's supposedly offering magic items for frighteningly low cost. Rumors
Has my
dictate
name
that
written
some
all
of
over
them
it.
are a bit more explosive.
I'll think about it.
Oh, well, I guess that's the question.
Okay.
With that, as it is, the party seemingly has all their affairs taken care of for the day.
Yeah.
Well, you know us.
I need
They
a
go
nap.
ahead and take the long rest.
Well, I think that's it for the session, isn't it?
Yep, I think that's about it. Unless,
Okay.
somebody wants to try to pull some
I
bullshit
wake up. You'll
before the
see in the
end.
morning. You'll see in the
Either
morning when
late
you
at
all wake
night
up.
or
You'll see
right in the morning.
Darman's like up stupidly early. And he is just pacing around. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, fuck this and fuck that, fuck this and the fucking cord and fuck. He's like really stressing out about going court. And he's just like every other word is the word fuck, and you just hear profanities coming. Some of them in dwarfish, some of them in common. I literally down it and just carry on.
For
like,
him a
fucking
drink
just fucking,
of whiskey or something.
fucking court, I gotta stand there and fucking tell him I'm sorry and do fucking shit.
Okay. Goodbye. That's it. So yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. That
Have a
is
good-
the end of the session. Now,
Yeah.
with Darman, we could either do this in a mini
Part of the
session,
next session,
that
just to give
trial,
some entertainment to the
or it
others
can
and
be done as
watching me
part of the next
sweat.
session. Your choice. Fair
We'll get
Absolute
Valeria
topless
will
with
get
just
you
a
a bow
bow tie.
tie.
Make sure it's played.
Yes.
You're sentenced to death.